Okay, shut up everybody. Welcome back to another video. I finished another sketchbook. It is, you can't see, but it's a Rhodia sketchbook. Rhodia, R-H-O-D-I-A, and it's dotted paper. I like the dotted paper. So yeah, here we go. I got a little sticker from a shop in Cornwall called Fantastic. I also got a couple of t-shirts. It's cool. Eleanor works for the NHS and a mental health team. So I got a little sticker from her. Me and Louis went through a little couple of days where we made some stickers. So I made this little guy. That's the first sticker I ever got printed off like kind of professionally by whatever company it is. I can't remember. This is just like a little label that I drew on at work and cut it out. This I got from a shop as well, and so is that, but I can't remember what shop it was. But here we go. I went into this sketchbook originally thinking that I will make it like completely pencil, but that did not last very long at all. But I do enjoy doing some pencils. I've been doing that a little bit recently towards the end of the sketchbook actually. But I started this, well, this was a long one. It's because I had two going at the same time, so I'd kind of do this for a while, do the other one for a while, but this was primarily like lunchtime sketchbook doodles at work. Sometimes I'd do it at home if me and Lou were drawing together or whatever, but 13th of March 2024, and I only just finished maybe yesterday, the 5th of September, I think. Let's have a quick look. Don't want to ruin the goods. The 4th of September. You probably just saw that. Who cares, eh? Yeah, so some Squirtles, some Gengars, little blobs. That was supposed to be like a Farfetch'd. I'm not sure what that was, mate. Oh, some sort of Pokemon. Nidoqueen, maybe? I don't know. Galarian Meowth. I've never played any of the like, newer games. The last Pokemon game I played seriously was Pokemon Heart Gold. And I absolutely love that, but I want to like the new Pokemon games. I just don't. There's some sort of shield, some sort of like wood. A bit of Lugia up there, some just character, just cool stuff. I like it. I don't know, it's okay to say you like your own art, but yeah. Oh look at that, it's ripping out. That shows how much this has been through. But yeah, I think pretty much throughout the whole thing, I drew on every side of the page because I usually just do like one color. I don't usually color it in because this paper is quite thin. I think it's used for like note taking and like maths and stuff like that. Do you remember when you were at school you had like a dotted book for maths? Maybe, I can't really remember, it's been a long time. I left school, I don't know, like 15 years ago, something like that. But yeah, so colouring it with like Ohuhu alcohol markers or something like that, it just goes through straight away. But I think I did do it a little bit, but I'm try to be less precious. This is like a Nidoqueen kind of inspired dinosaur monster thing. I was using some sort of reference, but it's been so long I can't remember the reference. There's plenty of Squirtle throughout this book. You'll see a million of him. I think that was a guy inspired by Blastoise. I forgot his name there. More Galarian Meowth. I think it's Galarian, am I saying that right? More of this dinosaur kind of creature. Squirtle, fish, this guy. By the way, these are polychroma pencils. I have like a little case of maybe like, I think there's about 10 in there, plus I've got a few loose ones, so I've probably got about 13 total of just like random colours. I don't use them a lot, or if I do, I'll stick to like one colour and just draw with that. I don't really do like colouring with them. These pens are Papermate Flare. I really enjoy them, they're super cool. Also, I'll tend to use gel pens of some variety. I like Pentel Energel, I have some here. Pentel Energel. I also like Micron PN, and recently, or throughout this, I used V-Sign pen, Pilot V-Sign pen, but I ran out, and then towards the end of the book I got a couple new ones. So yeah, just random things, little shapes, some armor leg thing. This was inspired by an artist called, I'm not sure their real name, but their Instagram is Panel Per Day. Super cool stuff, check them out. Gyarados, it's kind of cool. I like doing like the little nature kind of blobs and leaves and moss and stuff like that all over stuff. Just some other little leaves, some sort of little shell, I don't know. This was like a Snorlax kind of looking guy, quite like him. Is it Mankey? I think this Pokemon kind of looks like he's doing that like an Egyptian hands thing. This could be a long video. Yeah, just more stuff. Gyarados, kind of enjoyed drawing him, but as you can see, the first one, it was used done with reference, and then I probably just kind of like traced it through the paper. Yeah, I did. I kind of, when I don't know what to do, I kind of do that sometimes, just for like the first drawing or two. I kind of draw it through the paper, but change it up a little bit, and then I'll try and draw it again from like memory or just from that as a reference. And sometimes it goes well, sometimes not. Some sort of crucifix, moss pile, helmet thing, I don't know. This guy kind of sticks around a bit. He comes up later as well. Some sort of gun. Yeah, I like this stuff. More Squirtle, he's there a million times. It's just some like leg thing. This is Pentel Energel. This is Micron PN, I'm pretty sure. Maybe I should start writing in the corner just like PN or Energel or whatever, but it doesn't matter. Little cup of coffee there, I like that. I wouldn't mind having that as just like a little t-shirt logo right there. Anyway, how have you guys been? What have you been up to? I'm just drawing. This sketchbook took me forever, but finally got it done, and I've got my next one lined up, which is another Rhodia. Got a couple stickers on there ready to go. I haven't drew anything in that yet, have I? No, haven't drew anything in that at all. Pardon me, little burp there. But yeah, swords and weapons, weird hand arm tree, whatever they are, some weird like kind of stick samurai sword. It's cool stuff, I like it. Little Squirtles, I really like this guy, super like him. I don't know if it's just because he's little diddy cute kind of guy. That's drink, in case anyone was noticed. It is definitely a drink. Switch off. I think there's one point in this sketchbook where I literally wrote in the page, you know what, I won't say, I'll just wait till I get to it. I like this guy, so I drew this guy. Can you guys see all right? Yep, good. Yeah, I liked him, so I kind of done it again, just with him like spreading his arms out. I thought it was kind of cool. Bit different. I think that was like Charizard inspired. That's Venusaur inspired. You know, like the original Gen 1 starters, my kind of like, you know, you get like Squirtle, Wartortle, Blastoise. I really don't like the Blastoise design. I think it just kind of turned into something else. And I think there was actually a different design, but never mind. But I don't really like Charmander because it's just an orange little lizard, but Charizard is cool. Charmeleon is okay, but I like Squirtle, Ivysaur and Wartortle, kind of like the same, and like Venusaur. They're probably my favourites. But I'll probably go Wartortle, but my Squirtle is kind of like somewhere between Squirtle and Wartortle because it's got little bits and bobs and stuff like that all over him. I like to call them like shellbacks. You guys kind of helped me come up with that name quite a while ago now. But I like to say that they're like cultist Squirtles. But yeah, lots of little swords, this and that. Freh. I'm not sure why I wrote that. Watching Art for No One by Jacob Geller. Oh yeah, Zach, you recommended that, so I think I wrote it in here whilst I was watching it, which was a cool video. It was just about making art just to make it, creating things just to create them. Don't create them because I must make this design and make £1 million and blah blah blah. It was cool. It's a good video. It's quite a long video. I think maybe I didn't finish it completely, but I got the gist of it, and maybe I should go back to it. This is done with Papermate Flare. Cool colours. I kind of like the neutral calm colours, not like a bright pink or something like that. I've got some like crisps in my teeth or something, so sorry about that. Keep like sucking on my own teeth. But yeah, I like drawing these weird little, like, is that a creature or is it some sort of thing you'd find on like a wizard's wall, you know, or like a cave thing, or some sort of ritual staff? And what is it? Some like blades, some wobbly swords. Feelings. Not sure why I wrote that, but obviously I was feeling feelings. And then I say I don't use bright pink. Here's some bright pink right now. Little Squirtle saying hi. I'm just gonna have a quick drink. Sucking on my own teeth, it's weird, isn't it? So yeah. Just more little doodles. I'm not really that proud of this page. I don't see anything that's really standing out to me. Sometimes you can kind of see that I wasn't in the mood for drawing. The 2nd of the 4th. When did we start? Let's go back. I'm going to take my time with this video today. The 13th of the 3rd. So we're like, I don't know, 2.5, 3 weeks into it. Yeah, probably about 3 weeks into it by now, and I haven't done that much. So I didn't draw every day in this because I had 2 sketchbooks going at the same time. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, you should be all right. Pardon me. A lot of pencil sketches. The pink again. Just little doodles. I'm not sure who this was inspired by, but I'd like to give them some credit, but I really can't remember, so unfortunately. And there's just things It's little shapes and stuff. Some sort of big chunky sword in the ground. I think that's some sort of like leg, knee thing. I don't really know. Some sort of dog. But yeah, I can't remember. It's just, I've got a Pinterest and I've got over 2,000 little things pinned on my little art page. I'll just scroll down. I think, yeah, that looks cool, and I'll just go with it. This is like a Squirtle / Venusaur inspired head. I like to give them the Meowth medallion. I think that looks really, really cool. I like it. Or some sort of headwear, something that makes them, I don't know, it kind of humanizes them a little bit. It makes it feel like the Pokemon are not just an animal. They're like a person, not like a human, but a person. They have lives, they have feelings, and blah blah blah. I don't really think like that when I'm drawing, but I suppose that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm turning them into something. This page is cool. The 4th of the 4th, the 5th of the 4th. Americans do it the other way around. So we do like the 4th of, what's the 4th? April? January, February, March, April, yeah. So whereas you guys would do, so it doesn't make sense there, but like the 5th of April, whereas you do, that would be like May the 4th. But yeah, whatever. We do day, month, year. That makes sense to me. Hopefully it makes sense to you. Yeah, just little things. I do a lot of stuff in the black, then go over with the pinks. I just thought, why not? Some pages in this, they look quite precious, and some of them not so precious. I wrote a little thing here. Love is finding someone that will hold your hand when life gets rough. I think I just heard that wherever I was. Oh man, maybe I was listening to a podcast or something. There was a few drawings like this and this. They're inspired by an artist called Kyle Ferrin. His Instagram is D20+ modifier. His stuff is awesome. He's one of my favorite artists at the minute. Him, D20+ modifier, Chamonky, aka what's his name? I've got his book right here. Will Kirkby. Check out his stuff. Really, really awesome. I don't know if you just saw my armpit, but I'm sweaty. I've been painting. Yeah. Who else do I like at the minute? I'm not sure. I can't remember. I'm not sure. Anyway, our mutual friend, me and Eleanor watched that and I was crying. It was lovely. I think this is kind of where I had a little bit of a break. I drew this big like troll, goblin man, whatever he is, hot, cold, blah blah blah. I don't feel like drawing today. I'm drawing pixel art, and then I just thought like I'm gonna have a break from art. I kind of like didn't plan on. I didn't think like, right, I'm only gonna have like 3-day break and I'm going back. I think I had a good lengthy break. So this is the 9th of the 4th, and I didn't draw anything for a while. When did I come back? The 16th of the 4th. Oh, it wasn't as long as I thought. 16th and 14th. 16th of the 4th. I think I just drew that with the pencil, and then the 14th of the 5th. So yeah, I had about a month off. Crazy, eh? I think sometimes you need it. And you know what, actually, I remember this because I was on holiday in Cornwall and I thought, I'm going to bring my sketch stuff and just see how it goes. And I didn't take it too serious. I think I just bought like a couple of pens. You know what, I've got this little hot dog pencil case. Oh, and then my Apple pencils just fell down the back there. I'll get it after. I've got this little hot dog pencil case that my son gave me ages and ages ago because he got like a new Spider-Man one that he loved or something. So I was just like, I'll have that if you don't want it anymore. And I've had it since and I love it. It's my favourite little pencil case. So I'll just bring that, and it's rammed full. Sometimes I'll kind of organise it and take some out, but most of the time it's absolutely jam-packed. But yeah, I took that and this sketchbook and just drew some stuff, just was loose with it. And some of you guys were just, oh, nice to see you back, blah, blah, blah. And that was kind of cool. I felt quite encouraged. A little bit of watercolour, just painting, just messing with it, seeing how it goes and stuff. Not that great, but just messing with stuff. Paper-mate flare, just little doodles. I don't know what the inspiration was. That was inspired by an artist called Gareth. Oh, what's his name? Gareth. I can't remember his name. He does a lot of like robot kind of stuff. His style looks kind of effortless, but it's actually really, really cool and not effortless at all. Because there's a couple of process videos on his YouTube channel that unfortunately he doesn't really bother with. I'm guessing maybe just too busy or doesn't want to, whatever. But his stuff is super cool, and I wish he'd do more YouTube stuff. But never mind. This is inspired by an artist called Panel Per Day. Again, I wish I knew their real name, but I just don't. Just some sort of warrior, some sort of like fireball holding a sword. Their style is super, super cool, and they've got one pen that they've like released for Procreate, and it's just like super simple. Like it's like a gel pen. You can't change the size up and down. It's nothing. It's just. And I think I commented on one of their pictures once, and they were like, it's to stop them getting distracted by all the brushes and just draw stuff. I have a bad haircut, so I'm keeping this hat on. Some sort of creature, I think that was Tyrannid inspired, Warhammer 40k, in case you mad kids don't know. Some little Space Marine helmet, not that proud of that. Some just little guy. Papermate flare, if any of you guys would like to know. If you're not sure what a papermate flare is, allow me to show you quickly. I'm sure there'll be one near the front, hopefully. Yep, here's one. This lovely little pen. Amazon do like a Amazon Basics version. I haven't used it, but maybe when these start running out, one of them has run out. The green one, actually. I might order some. I don't know what this crazy guy is. I think it's inspired by panel per day, but my own little tweaks and stuff. I think it was kind of inspired by Elden Ring, which I've never played, but I've heard good things, and there's some crazy creatures on that. So yeah, I thought it was kind of cool. Little kind of blob. I'm not sure. Is it fire? Is it water? Gunge? Who knows? Just a little gel pen, dude. I went through a phase of drawing a lot of Warhammer inspired stuff. So you see like the guns, the little emblems, legs, arms, this mad stuff with skulls. Their stuff, their artwork is amazing. I wish, you know what, they probably do have it. They probably have some artwork books out there. You know what, there's an artist called, oh man, I'm going so blank today, I can't remember. Well, I don't know, but he does, he used to work for Games Workshop doing all the artwork, but I can't remember his name now. Just a little thing. The Will Kirkby, aka Chonky, you guys can't see it, but I bought a little piece of his artwork, and it's like a Terminator, Space Marine kind of guy. I've got it up on my wall, but you can't see it right now, but I thought, like, I really, really love that. I'm going to buy one and stick it on my wall. It's like £10 or something. So it's cool. Some Space Marines. I actually didn't finish this, but because of how he is, his leg could be behind there, so I could kind of say that it's finished, but really it wasn't. The kind of shape of the gun isn't perfect, but it's okay, it's fun. This one I actually really love. It's just, I didn't finish it. And whilst I was drawing it, I was like, I'll put some like lightning bolts on it, and then I kind of thought, I might have made a mistake here, because I think that might be kind of like some sort of Nazi thing. Especially with this like golden eagle kind of, I'm thinking I'm getting a bit in dodgy territory, but not intentional. But anyway, yeah, I really love all these kind of just big chunky pieces on it, because really in like the practical world, like a normal human soldier, they wouldn't have these big massive pieces of metal and like medals on them and all this and that, because it would slow them down, it would be clunky. But Space Marines are so epic and powerful and strong and just big monsters that they can just walk around with all that stuff, and they're proud of what they are, and it's awesome. I really love that. It's a shame I didn't finish it, but you know what, whatever. When I finish a sketchbook, usually, I didn't do it with my last one, so I need to go back. I might do it after this. I go on my iPad, I take a picture of almost everything, so then I can put it on Procreate, mess with it, tweak it, create new things, just be like, yeah, I like that shoulder pad, I'm going to use that. I like that shoulder pad, I'm going to use that, and I could create a Space Marine out of all these pieces, because that's kind of what I tend to do. I'll draw a lot of pieces of things, like just an arm, just a leg, just a head, a lot of heads, and I'll create something. That was inspired by the piece of artwork that I've got, but it's not great. It's not terrible, but it's not great. The piece of artwork is a lot of black, whereas I'm drawing on white paper with a black pen, so I can't draw on white with white really, but never mind, it's all fun. I draw a ton of these shoulder pads everywhere. I like them. I just like putting my own little things on them, little kind of shields and stuff, little skull guys. This guy's cool. I think I just stepped away from that for a bit. I can't remember who it's inspired by, but it was basically like some sort of skeleton. Maybe he's already on fire, maybe he's coming out of the ground, maybe that's like a shadow, which wouldn't make sense if he's on fire. Maybe he's just been kind of like vaporized instantly, who knows. But you can see there's like some sort of big heart thing in there, pieces of bones. I really like how that turned out. It's super cool. It's okay to like your own art. It's okay to say that is super cool. So it's okay to think that's crap. Inspired by Crom. That's the artist. Can you guys see all this okay? Yeah, I think you can. Perfect. Crom is an awesome artist. I'm sure you've heard of him. If not, whatever. This artist changed their name on Instagram and stuff, so I can't remember what it was. I can't remember what it was or what it is. unfortunately. But their stuff's cool. I take inspiration from other people. My son used to say, Dad, you can't look at other stuff because that's copying. I'll just say, it's okay. As long as you're not passing it off as your own art, then who cares? Even if I was copying someone's stuff, then selling it and saying, I did all this. You did do that art, but you didn't come up with the ideas. So it's kind of crappy. Just going to have a little drink. Right. Another page of just randomness and some sort of little wizard man. Not super proud of this stuff, but it's all learning. Hands are a difficult thing. In my art, if I look back on the older stuff, I have improved, but I don't try to improve. I just draw often. So sometimes I'll draw something like that 100 million times, and then it's just like, I'm not gaining anything from this, but I really like how this turned out, and I end up turning this into like a digital piece, put a big axe here as well. So I am gaining, I am learning. It's just, I'm doing it at my pace rather than like an academic kind of, you must draw 100 hands and you must draw 100 of these bones and I must study anatomy. And it would make sense if I really wanted to do that, but then it would take the fun out of it. And then maybe I'll be like, okay, I drew hands for 3 days straight, but now I don't want to draw anymore. So it would be like pointless. But if I'm just enjoying stuff, I drew a tiny little camera. I think at the time I bought a camera, but then it broke, unfortunately, because I was planning on like doing some little photography and this and that. I did finish like one film, but who cares, eh? Bitch. I don't know why I wrote that. Just little doodles, just little things and stuff. I can kind of look at a page and see that I wasn't super in the mood for drawing, and I think that is probably one of these days. Sorry, I've got like an itchy, crusty, sneeze throat. Some sort of head on a stick. See, when there's not a lot on the page, I probably wasn't in the mood for drawing too much that day. But never mind. 25th for the 6th, 26th for the 6th. Just little arms, knives, easy one for me. Little something inspired by Kyle Farron, aka D20 Plus modifier. Just a little creature guy on a little adventure in some way. My little Squirtle guy looking crazy. He's changed a lot. I don't think he has a shell there. He has like a big shield, sword, old crappy crusty cape. Things and stuff. I'm not sure the artist that inspired me with this, but it is cool. I like it. Some like dead fish, little skulls. I like to draw little skulls, all different. I was trying to draw them in a little bit different styles. I don't like it though. I don't like to draw like realistic stuff. I think if I drew like a picture of a person who I know and I drew it really realistic, I might really like it. But yeah, oh, this guy's cool. Little kind of Squirtle with a big jellyfish helmet or something. It's cool. This is inspired by an artist called Alba. I think it's Alba BG, and her husband, I'm not sure, Davilorium. I'm pretty sure that's their Instagrams. They created a comic called Grog the Frog. I haven't read it and I don't have it, but I like the artwork. It's cool. So just a little doodle from that. Yeah, this just today I drew a couple of boxes, some sort of tape or ribbon, whatever it is. Clearly not in the mood for drawing too much those days, so I didn't do a lot. And yeah, I can kind of see that I was kind of falling off a little bit. Probably time to have a couple, like maybe a little bit of a break. What's this? 9th for the 7th, 10, 11. And I carry on. 12, what was this? 11, 12, 15. So I had a little 3-day break. It was probably the weekend. I don't tend to draw in my lunchtime sketchbook doodle at the weekend. But now I'm only going to have one sketchbook because it takes so long to get through them if you have more than one on the go. But yeah, just little things and stuff. No, it was the other sketchbook where I drew like the big version of that. But yeah, just gel pens, little fox head, little guys, just things. This is cool. This was a green Papermate Flare pen. Some little character. I like his hands. I'm not super confident with drawing hands because I kind of overthink it, but all it is really, just imagine sausages. Just imagine you got like 3 or 4 sausages, whatever, how many fingers you want. So it's like, a lot of people just do it like that, but if you do it with all your fingers, whatever, and imagine how you would position them. And that's kind of just how you draw them hands, in a cartoony style. Real hands, a bit different. I'm not great at drawing realistic stuff. At the time, I was playing some Baldur's Gate 3. This is kind of like one of them, I think it's called a tiefling. They're kind of like devil looking people. Inspired by Kyle Farron again. I've got a creaky chair. He's kind of cool, I like him. A bit more expressive. Yeah, just things, I'm not super proud of these things. Just keep kind of like exercising the drawing hand rather than caring. That is the big thing that I drew, but I did like a colour version. But yeah, it's kind of cool. That's almost exactly the same as Kyle Farron's. It's just that I just used a reference just to draw stuff. Sometimes I'm not super in the mood for drawing. I just think, you know what, I'm gonna. Just drew some little trees and graves and stuff. Nothing too crazy, just enjoying it. Little skull guy, little dinosaur, whatever that is. Hi. I don't know why I did that. I was just messing with the dotted pages. I really like the dotted pages. I think it helps me to kind of like scale things. If you're on a plain page, you draw an eye. Over there, you might draw the eye, but it's just slightly bigger, slightly wonky, whatever. So the dots, I think just without meaning it, they help. And then I just went through a couple of days where I drew just like loads of bones for some reason. Some of them are like inspired by like a real bone. Some of them are just kind of like that. It's nothing really. It could be islands. Little kind of rib cage stuff, only with 6 ribs, but it's cool. Little shoulder blades. What are these called? Collarbone. Clavicle is the real name. But yeah, things and stuff. Loads more bones. Is that like a shoulder blade smashed into pieces, or is it like a skull? Who knows, eh? And then just kind of making little other shapes up. Just getting that habit alive. Just keep going. Drew a little car thing. That was kind of cool. The dimensions and all that kind of stuff is not perfect, but I enjoyed it. So I think sometimes you could draw something that's not that great, but if you enjoy it, then it is good, really, isn't it? My little squirtle guy. I like to give little emotes sometimes. It's kind of fun. Don't know what that is. Just a thing. Some sort of maybe a ship. Some mace. Some little pencil sketches. Getting a little bit sketchy with a red polychromo. I started watching Dragon Ball. But it's quite long, and for its time it was probably amazing, but if you watch it now, because people's attention spans have become a lot shorter, it's hard to watch. Like now I'll watch it at 1.5 times the speed, sometimes 2 times the speed, and it's yeah, it's good. I like it. I really love the artwork, but it's long. And some sort of crazy dog thing, whatever that is. I can hear a siren. That's like the flying nimbus. Just adore things, whatever. Just a little fart bum. Little fart bum, why not, eh? Everyone farts. More little pencil sketches, little mushrooms and stuff. Sometimes I just really don't know what to draw, so I just start getting something on that paper. Little black and pink Pentel Energels. That's my go-to gel pen. I like this guy, he's kind of cool. We're in August now, this is nearly finished. And then I drew him some sort of like, I can't remember where I took the inspiration from, something on Pinterest, but I had like, I thought, is he a chef? Is he like a warrior? Because he's got some sort of like, it's like a barrel with steam coming out. He's got some little hat, maybe he looks kind of chefy. The tail's not amazing, but never mind. And then I thought, instead of a weapon, I'll give him like a giant spatula, so it could be somewhere in between. It's like when you play Final Fantasy and your profession is also like, you're like a warrior, but also, I don't know, like a bartender or something. It's not that, but yeah. Naughty finger. Some spear kind of mad thing. A head. Coins spinning around. I thought about maybe doing like a little animation on Procreate. Maybe I should. I've got a million ideas in these books. I just don't take them any further than a sketch. This is a black... Oh, actually, I think this is this pen. Pilot V Sign pen. I'm pretty sure it's that. Because I got it out again. I was really enjoying it, but it was running out, so I ordered a couple more. Just a ton of things. Little Patrick Star. I'm not that proud of that though. Some whale. Me and my son were drawing together this day, actually. Now I remember now. The 28th and the 29th. So I must have done a little bit and then went back. Bicho. That's Spanish for bug. I drew like a face, but it wasn't very good, so I just did a big black blob. Big black blob. Little crocodile. Just some things. Gengar, little face, helmet. This is from a film, Princess Mononoke, something like that. And then I thought I'll draw a Squirtle, but I'll do a bit more old school, and I really like how it turned out. Like I was saying right at the start, I don't draw with like hoo markers in it. I don't colour stuff because it just comes straight through. But never mind. Little pencil sketch of some sort of marine or something, I don't know. And then last page. You know what? I thought, it's the last page. I want to do something good. I draw a crappy Charmander because I just wanted to put something on. I wrote a font down. This cute little coughing, and then a Caterpie Squirtle head kind of thing. That's kind of cool. I like that. But yeah, that's it. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Oh, there's a label on the back, something I did at work. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. I've enjoyed drawing it. I'll be starting my next one hopefully today. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed it, and like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, love you, bye.